special little package here all the way from down under, Australia. This is really exciting because it's for the R32 GTR. You guys know we've been waiting for this for a long time, but we'll talk about this in a video to come. It has been absolutely nuts here in the shop. And as you guys know, we've been doing a giveaway. So huge thank you to everybody that entered in and supported us on the giveaway. It's really exciting. Give us some time to sit with the sweepstakes company while they go through everybody's online entries as well as the mail-in entries. And we will be sure to keep you guys updated on when we're actually gonna make the call for the giveaway. But I mean, even beyond that, we have so much more coming up. And since we just finished the giveaway, we're kind of in that in-between period where we're gearing up for our next project and things to come for the rest of the year. Because we're right smack in the middle of the year. I can tell you guys that the second half of the year is gonna be just as crazy, or if not more crazy than what we've done in the beginning part of the year. So I'm very, very excited. But with that being said, kind of like I said, things are gonna be a little bit crazy. We have so much travel coming up. We're gearing up for our next builds. We have three actually really big builds coming up that I'm very excited to share with you guys. So that's why for today's video, I figured we'd do something a little bit more chill. I wanted to kind of hang out with you guys and just do a Q&A. I really feel like over the past 8 to 10 years, however long I've been doing this, we've created this awesome community of friends. And I really do value all of your opinions and this awesome kind of a relationship that we have. You know, I read every single comment that you post on the videos. I try and get back to as many DMs as possible. I love getting to sit down and, like I said, kind of just hang out with you guys. So I figured, since we've been going 100 miles an hour nonstop from the beginning of the year until now, and it's about to get even crazier coming up, I figured this would be a perfect time to just sit and do a Q&A and kind of recap everything with you guys. And if there's any new viewers, to bring some questions and just general things that you guys want to know. So I asked on Instagram here for you guys to send in some questions. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should. We got a ton of really, really awesome questions, and I'm excited to answer some of them for you guys today. So we're gonna scroll to the very bottom and just go from there. I usually kind of prepare for this, but I just wanted to go with the flow today and have some fun. So let's get started. We're just gonna hop right in. I'm just, like I said, go from the bottom and move our way up. I wanna start making videos, but don't know how to edit or what to use. Any suggestions? Guys, this goes with anything in life. You just gotta do it. You just gotta go for it and figure things out. People aren't gonna hold your hand or tell you how to do everything. So if you really wanna do something, you'll do the research to know what you need and start from the basics and teach yourself and become proficient and whatever you really want to learn. So my advice for someone looking to pick up, edit, and film is literally just grab your iPhone. There's a ton of editing softwares that you can download on the App Store that just don't even cost anything. Film and edit things on your phone, your daily life, whatever, and just start there and learn from there. And if you want, move to maybe a editing software on your computer and watch YouTube videos on how to edit. It's just the initial step of doing it. Ooh, this one is actually very exciting. Japan in a van too. Info on that coming very soon. Yes, of course, Japan in a van too. This is a really good one from Jose, and he asks, what car do I regret getting rid of? I think I really regret getting rid of my first ever Evo, the white Evo. I love that car so much. The Evo was such a dream car for me, and I feel like at the point when I sold it, I had kind of done everything that I really wanted to do with it. And if I could go back and do it again, I would just build it completely different. I feel like I was at the stage where I just wanted to do what the craziest idea in my head was, and that was the off-centered turbo kit with the hood dump. I mean, it was crazy, but it was awesome, and I definitely do miss that car. But I would redo the whole thing with the knowledge that I have now and just like the difference in style. Like, oh man, but I really do miss that car. My white Evo was amazing. This is a pretty good one. A tough one actually too. What's running on your mind when you're setting out something new and challenging? This is a loaded question because it's a lot of things. But primarily what I really think of is ways to succeed and ways to make it work. A lot of the times I have crazy ideas that I just have no clue on how I'm gonna get it done, but I know in my head there's a way, and I think that's very important. There's two kind of ways of thinking. It's when you have this crazy idea, for example, Japan in a van, taking a van and traveling across a completely foreign country with a language that I can very, very, very minimally speak by myself and get from the very top all the way to the very middle. And like, it's very easy to think of a million reasons why that wouldn't work or why I shouldn't do it. But I think the important thing is when setting out on a crazy idea or a challenging goal that you guys are setting out is ways that it can work. Take the negativity out and tell yourself that you can do it, and think of ways and think of things to make it work. In my experience, at least from 15-year-old that started this YouTube channel to where I am now, nothing is impossible. You just have to have that dream, and honestly, not even a dream, have that vision of reality. A dream is one thing, but having a vision of reality that you can make it happen, you'll figure it out. You guys are just going off. This is a really loaded one. This question is, how are you really doing? And that's a great question. I feel like this is very appropriate for the theme of this video, just because I want to talk to you guys like we're just hanging out. How am I really doing? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we're good. I mean, Tiana's healthy, I'm healthy, Sparko's healthy, we're doing good. And I can't complain. On a larger scale, honestly, I am very stressed. And despite what look like at face value, all of this, granted it is, but all of this isn't just all fun. It's a lot of work and a lot of stress and a lot of planning, scheduling. I mean, we're running a real business here, and you guys get to see the fun aspects of it and not necessarily so much of the amount of work that we have to put in and the amount of stress that we're going through, whether it's developing the Legends website or making sure the merchandise is taken care of or figuring out our next build or how we're even going to do the build. There's just so much behind the scenes that doesn't get shown that even though, yes, we're having so much fun in the times of our lives, I mean, it is honestly so much stress and late nights getting things done. And of course, you know, with running a business, there's a lot to think about, whether it's just things that might not even be relevant in your head, like quantities of items, and if we over order items or under order items, and customer service, and then of course scaling what we do in the shop, you know, doing bigger and better builds and figuring that out, and maybe taking on more sponsors, which requires more ad space in the videos and on social media. I mean, there's so many factors that go into what we do that you guys might not think about. That is extremely stressful, and to be honest, it's like I'm a little burnt out right now. And that's not to say that I'm not loving what we're doing, I'm not having fun, and I'm not constantly thinking of new ideas. It's just this year's been a lot, and we have grown a lot, but with growth comes growing pains, and we've definitely had a lot of those this year. But without the growing pains, we wouldn't learn and wouldn't be able to do what we're currently doing today. And you know, the crazy part is, I kind of said this, you know, the 15-year-old, 14-year-old Dustin that started this YouTube channel, I just fell into this. This wasn't something that I planned on. You know, back then, YouTube wasn't a career or a job. It was just something that you did for fun, and it's quite literally what I did. I made the stupidest, silliest skits with my friends and got my Honda Civic and decided to film doing some modifications on that, and you know, one thing led to another, and we ended up here. And through that process, I've had to just figure things out. I have no idea what in the hell that I'm doing. We just have to figure it out step by step. And you know, that even makes it a little bit harder as well. And that's kind of more where that stress comes from. Now, granted, we have an amazing team. Jessica is absolutely killer at what she does. And I'm sure all of you guys that have ordered through us with Legends or come to the car meets, and you guys can see that she does help out a lot and has taught me so much through this process. But still, it's a lot for something that I had never planned on, or something that I don't know how to run a business. I don't know. I never knew how to do that, or how to manage a big garage like this, or do sponsorships with amazing I didn't know how to do any of that. I just figured it out. And that kind of goes back to our first question. You guys start from the basics and work your way up, and if you really want to do something, you'll figure out how to make it work, and you'll figure out how to run it and be good at it. And I feel like that's still what I'm trying to do, but we're taking it step by step, and you guys are there with me every step of the way. Next up, what is your favorite quote? Some of you guys know this, probably a lot of you guys know this, but my favorite quote is right here actually. My first tattoo that I ever got, and it says, "Do more." It's simple, straight to the point, but it's true. I think in every scenario, every situation, there is an opportunity to do more and go that extra step that, let's say, the normal person wouldn't take. For easy example, when I was starting out in YouTube and I was living in Mississippi and I kind of had the choice to take the easy route. A lot of you guys know this, or you may not know it. I graduated college with a degree in criminal justice, and I was actually going to go be a police officer, or I had the opportunity to actually move to California and, do freelance videography and photography and, work for Throttle and all of that. And I took that risk. That summer after I graduated college, packed up my entire car. Me and Danny drove from Mississippi all the way to California, and I've been here for maybe, I think, 6 years now. It's crazy, but like I said, no matter what it is, whether it is being a content creator or being a doctor or engineer, whatever the case is, I always think there's opportunity to do more and take that extra step that you normally would. Okay, we got some car ones in here. Let's answer this one. This says, what got you into time attack? This is really funny. I mean, of course, just like everything else in this garage, Japan. I stumbled across Japanese time attack videos on YouTube a few years ago, and I kind of just got obsessed. I'm sure you guys have seen Dogfight, you guys might have seen Shoebox. I found their videos on YouTube and I just became obsessed with how gnarly these guys built their cars and their quest at Scuba Circuit to go sub 1 minute, and just the tuning style. I've always loved Japanese cars, but then finding the circuit lifestyle of Japan and the time attack lifestyle of Japan completely just changed my world of what I knew and of what I wanted with my cars. And that's why I constantly always build my cars to be able to go to the track if I want to take them. And usually they kind of end up turning as race cars, but it's because I love it. That's because it's just my style and what I gravitate more towards. There's just something about building the car out to its utmost potential, and something about taking this car, this thing that you're building, and taking it to the track and just pushing it, beating the shit out of it and pushing it to its limits. I mean, I just love it. And the aggressive styling, the meaty tires, the big aero, I just fell in love. And that's what got me into time attack. I bought my S2000, Art of Attack helped me get into local track days, and it was just kind of over from there. Now I'm just completely obsessed, and anytime I have time to go to the track or a free weekend, we're there with that Type R and soon to be the FL5. I really want to take the FL5 at some point, but for now, we're busy developing the FK8. Okay, this is actually a pretty good one too. What drives you to keep growing the channel and the brand? And that's a very easy one for me, I guess, because I've always been a very driven, very creative-minded person. What's the point of this if you aren't continuing to move forward, and if you aren't wanting to do more, setting yourself goals? And there's never been a sense of complacency with me. I've never been like, all right, this is the point where I'm at and I'm comfortable here. I've always had that urge to want more and do more, I guess. Like I said, I'm very goal driven, so I always love having goals for myself, whether it's to hit 750,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, or sell a certain amount on Legends, or get Legends into retail stores for everybody. I mean, I always have a goal. I'm always trying to do more, and I think that want is just to become successful. And for myself, for my family, I think there's a sense in me that just wants to always succeed. And of course, I don't. I have failures. I have goals that maybe take me 2 steps forward and then I fall 10 steps back. But that's all part of growing a business, growing a brand, and working for yourself. Like I keep saying, it's figuring it out. And I think what keeps me wanting to grow and wanting to expand is that want to succeed and that want to always push myself further and to ultimately do more. And what's next in all this? I have no freaking idea. This would actually be pretty cool. Someone asked, would there be a possibility at some point to own a shop in Japan? Definitely a goal is to have my own place in Japan, whether it's a shop or a little apartment house in the countryside. You can probably tell I think about this often. I definitely want to own property at some point in Japan. And I think that's another really big goal that I have on my vision board, is to definitely at some point own property in Japan. Hopefully sooner than later, but that's for another story. What are you looking most forward to for the future for yourself and the brand? This is a hard one because honestly, I don't know what the future holds. I always try and, like I said, I never expected any of this. So I have no real plan. And as crazy as that sounds, I really don't. I mean, yes, of course, every year we set goals for ourselves and, come up with ideas that I want. But excitement stems from, I mean, or my want really is just to create a long-lasting impression on this community and what we have here. I don't want people to forget the amazing stories of the generation that I love, you know, the 90s Japanese cars and that style, and just, I hope I leave a good impression on the community when everything is all said and done. That is my hope, to inspire a generation to know that they can do whatever they put their minds to. Because if a kid from Mississippi like me can achieve what I have so far, anybody can do it. If I can do it, so can you. And I just want that generation, that younger generation or older generation, to see that. To see that if you work hard and you put your mind to it and you are disciplined and you do set goals for yourself, that your dream is achievable. Oh man, will the dream of an NSX come true? I sure hope so, man. That is definitely on the list of cars that I would love to own as an NSX, but for now, we got a lot of stuff going on in the shop. We have some big projects coming up for this year, and hopefully one day, maybe next year, you know, who knows? JDM car world is crazy right now. I feel like I have to answer this one, and this one says, what is your ultimate dream car or dream car fleet if money is not an issue? Tom from Europe. Tom, my ultimate dream car would have to be the 992 GT3 RS. I am absolutely head over heels in love with that car, but the fleet would have to be, the GTRs are my forever cars. If everything had to go away, the cars that I would keep are the 32, 33, 34, or 35 GTR. But if I could have a dream, it would also to have at least one air-cooled Porsche, as well as the 992 GT3 RS. I think that would be my dream fleet. Favorite build from another YouTuber? I think Adam LZ's R34 GTR is my favorite. I love that car so much. This is a good one. Have you ever considered going into pro amateur racing? And I don't know what pro amateur racing kind of means in the time attack world, I guess, but something that I was really interested in that I'm trying to find the time to do is go to racing school and actually get my competition racing license. That's something that truly interests me, and you guys know how much I love racing and time attack. I think getting my competition license to do wheel-to-wheel racing, or you know, just for driver skill, is really important. So that's something that I would love to get into one day, and you know, of course, driving GT3, GT4, I mean, that would be a dream come true as well. And but we'll see where life takes me. Will we ever see another stance build on a new car? Sort of, yes. The next couple of big builds will most definitely not be track cars and will be more of show cars. Also, with that being said, we are so close to 750,000 subscribers, and at 750,000 subscribers, we are going to be revealing the secret car, the new secret car. We've had it for a couple of months now. I've been driving it here and there. Some of you guys have spotted me and have seen it, but it's pretty freaking amazing, and it's different than anything else that we have in the shop. It's a completely different world, but I'm excited about it. Beer of choice. I think my beer of choice, I'm not a huge beer guy, but if there's Sapporo, I'll drink some Sapporo, or I'm more of an IPA guy. I really like IPAs. I don't really drink like Miller or Bud Light or anything like that. But if I had to drink, it'd either be a Sapporo or an IPA. So many Miata questions in here. We want to do a Miata, but if we did the Miata, it would be the next giveaway car, and we do a really sick, like old school 90s Japanese style Miata build. It would be sick, but not a Miata in the garage forever, I think. So again, we had a lot of questions about Japan. We'll be back in Japan in August for a very special week of videos. It's gonna be really cool and I'm excited. All right, we are gonna end the Q&A with this question because I feel like this is a really good question. This says, out of everything you've accomplished, what are you most proud of? And this is extremely hard to answer because there's so much to be proud of. But I really think it's not anything that I've really done. It's more of I'm extremely proud of the life I've been able to create and the confidence within myself to know that I can achieve those things. It's very easy to get down on yourself and tell yourself that there's things that you can't do, and to tell yourself that the dreams aren't achievable or those things are crazy, you can't do that. And I'm just very proud of myself, of showing myself that I can achieve those things and I can do whatever I put my mind to, and just this crazy life that we've been able to build. That's really what I'm most proud of, and continuing to build as well. Doesn't end here. This is really just the beginning of everything. Like I said, I hope to inspire generations down from me or above me, and just hopefully they can take it from my experience and knowing that you can do whatever you set your mind to. As long as you love it, as long as you have a true passion for it, you can do it. Boom! Okay. I feel like that was a pretty awesome Q&A. We got kind of deep there. This is where we're gonna go ahead and end it. I've already told you guys we are absolutely crazy coming up. There's a lot of travel coming up. There's a lot of waiting that's gonna be happening for parts, etc. If you guys stayed till this long, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of something that we have back here. If you made it all the way to the end, you're a real one and you deserve to get a sneak peek. Now, this is only for the real ones that stayed till the end, so don't leak it. Don't leak it out of this, okay? I'm trusting you guys. This is your sneak peek. Hopefully, you may or may not know what that is, but I'm very excited, and that is what's to come. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you enjoyed this Q&A. Hopefully it gave you a little bit more of an insight as to what we do here, what's kind of like inside my head, and let me know if you guys want to see more of these, because honestly I really enjoy getting to just hang out and talk with you guys sometimes. So let me know. But with all that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end it. If you guys have not already, make sure to hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, and of course hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed already, because we are so close, less than 1,000 away from 750K, and we're gonna be revealing the new secret car. So thank you guys again, and we will see you guys for the next one. Peace out.